Okay, hi guys, what's up? I just got back from the doctor's and I was hoping that I would have lost weight, and according to their scale, I have not. And I can't say I'm not disappointed. I'm definitely disappointed. And I see the psychological thing that that I can go through here with losing weight. I mean, basically everything was just like, kind of carry on as you've been doing. I'm eating a little bit differently than the doctor has suggested, but it's the whole food plant-based with the, low fat. And I feel strongly that I want to give this a shot. So I think I'm on day like 4 or day 5 of doing it like this. And now that I know what I weigh, starting now, I'm gonna, see what happens. I bought a scale today. I haven't bought a scale like maybe ever in my whole adult life. I had never had a scale. I went through I was in eating disorder counseling when I was first like becoming an adult, and so I made a lot of choices over the years that are in alignment with that. But because it's my health and because I really do want to lose weight, I bought a scale, and I hope I don't get obsessed with it. I want to say that up front, because it's a real thing, and I guess I just have to figure this out as I go. I'm split right now. It's like I'm still super optimistic, and I'm still really excited about how awesome I feel, and I love that I can exercise again. It's like everything to me, and I want to maintain that enthusiasm. And then I see this other older, I'm gonna say older part, but what I mean is the younger part of me that's triggered. I'm triggered basically. And I'm triggered, and I'm like, feeling like defeated, and like nothing ever works for me. And it's like a little kind of dangerous, self-sabotagey kind of vibe that I'm aware of. And that's important, because I'm aware of the split in me. I'm aware of both sides. And I think it's my job now as an adult, a 46-year-old adult woman who wants to be healthy and is an empowered adult person, that I have to feed the part of me is for health and for goodness, and not for, defeatist, like negative thinking. And that's my job right now. And that actually feels good, to start aligning with the part of me that wants to be healthy, believes that I am generally healthy, but I have some things that I want to improve. That leads me to wanting to share this really interesting thing that my friend said to me the other day. A friend of mine who I really respect, and who's, I think, very insightful, and we've done a lot of emotional work together. And she's a really health conscious person, and she's very lean. That's just not important, I guess, but she's her health has brought her beliefs align her with very great health, and she's maybe like 15 years older than me, and she looks amazing. So anyway, after having told her what I just went through, and all the details as far as my blood pressure was 234, and it was probably really high for a long time. But over the past couple of years, I have really pushed myself. I was a baker working in a very busy kitchen as a job for like 6 months, and I was a massage therapist, and I have forced myself to do cardio, and really, even though it was hard, I have really pushed myself. And she said it shows how healthy you are that that you made it through that. And I was like, what? Like, that kind of mess with my mind a little, because I'm like, wow, I mean, considering that I have high blood pressure and diabetes, my friend was like, shows how healthy you are. And basically what she was saying was, aside from these things, your body must be like really robust and healthy, that you didn't have a stroke, that you didn't have a heart attack, that you were able to push yourself through what you pushed yourself through. And that was really cool to see myself that way. And so, you know, that's what I got to do right now, is find a way to see myself differently, see myself. I have a thing that I say to myself, see myself through the eyes of source. And what, you know, that like, how is God looking at me? How is, you know, the source that I came from, like, is it judging me? Is it thinking I'm a piece of shit? That's, you know, no, you know, my belief is that I am loved and looked upon with compassion and mercy, you know, and seen as good and loved. And my work really is to see myself through those eyes and see everybody, see life through those eyes, see other people through those eyes. And that is really a life's work, is to do that. And it only brings like peace and happiness and joy and love to myself and the rest of the world. So, you know, that's my work right now, to see myself through the eyes of source, to love myself, and to also loving myself and also using my sound mind to make healthy choices for me and not slip into negativity and self-sabotage. And you know, when I say that, it's like I feel like it's walking a tightrope, really finding that balance between those two things, because I feel that there's a part of my nature that when I want to go into loving myself, which means being totally permissive of like bad habits. You guys know what I'm saying? If you don't, it's okay, but I feel like it's a really important distinction for me. Discernment. So, thanks for listening. And I am happy to be alive. I'm really grateful that YouTube is here. And I feel blessed to have the abundance to have a camera and an iPad and a laptop and microphones and, you know, all this stuff that I can create videos. It's pretty amazing. And anyone that I'm attracting who's resonating with my message, I'm super grateful for you as well. And I'm excited to be sharing my journey with you all. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, I'm gonna make some lunch. So I'm not gonna use any oil. I'm just gonna use water. Okay, I'm getting all my veggies ready. Red onion, mushrooms, some tofu, carrot, broccoli, zucchini. Let me get some celery, and I have some cabbage, and so these beautiful green peppers. I think I'll use 2 pieces of celery. I love celery. Let me just rinse this stuff off. I'm also going to use some garlic. Okay. So what's what I'll do? I'll just get a little water in the pan, and let me get my onion going first. Okay, I think I'll use half an onion. It's sometimes I just leave my onion like in large slices. I don't know, I just find it enjoyable. Different textures. So I'm basically going to make a stir fry. You know, I kind of decide as I go, do I want like an Asian type of flavor or something Mediterranean? You know, that's what you can do. You have a whole palette of flavors you can use. I mean, I have tons of spices, so I'm just cutting up the zucchini. So this is what I'm learning, and I'm going to pass it on. To use as much non-starchy vegetables as like you enjoy, the more the better, because those are going to fill up your belly. So that's why I'm going to use a ton of vegetables. And then the quinoa, which I've already cooked, which you see here. So I'm just going to get all these vegetables to soften a little bit. Get some mushrooms in there. I love mushrooms. They have nice texture and flavor. Now I've come to a place where I really just trust myself in the kitchen. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. I mean, mostly I enjoy all the food I cook. But sometimes when I'm being creative and I try new things, I won't really like it. That happens. And I think it's just the best place to be if you're going to be trying to eat healthy and cook for yourself is, you know, follow recipes, but then experiment. And it's okay, you know, if you make something that's not super delicious, you can eat it if you like, eat it if you can, and it's okay. Sometimes you won't like that. Feed it to the dog or something. With broccoli, I use the stem as well. Sometimes I'll peel the stem if it feels really rough, but I cut it up somewhat small compared to the florets. You know, I'll break it apart like this. I'm going to add more water in there. And let's see. Some garlic. I'm going to have ginger too. I think I'll get some ginger going on there. I'm going to use 3 garlic cloves. I love garlic. Take off a little chunk of ginger. And then I'm just going to cut this outside off. Not totally. I mean, if I miss some pieces, it's okay. It's no big deal. It's edible. It just might taste... You most likely won't notice it in your mouth. And then I'll cut it in very small pieces. You could say it's like a mince. And then I'll go even smaller. And it's so good for you, ginger. It's anti-inflammatory, and it adds so much flavor. And especially if you like Asian food. I just smash my garlic and then take the peel off. For me, that's definitely the fastest, easiest way. And then mix up my garlic. I'm going to throw it in the pan. This is like kind of like a fast stir fry, so I'm letting the heat stay on high. And it might get a little char. And a little darkness on there. Smells good already, guys. So I still have tofu and I have these little peppers. Let's get some of these going on. Babe, did you use the peppers with your eggs? Yeah, my husband just used these peppers too. It's so good. They're good plain, but raw, I mean, cooked, oh, they just have so much tenderness and flavor. I just have a chunk of tofu. Alright, it's a lot of food. I can eat this, you know, now and later. My husband will probably also like it. I just dropped a piece and Lakota, my dog, is very happy. She's not sure if she likes it. It's tofu. Alright, so there's so much moisture here with the vegetables, I don't need to add extra water right now. So what I'm going to do is just start layering my flavors. I'm going to do black pepper, a lot of black pepper, because I love black pepper. Let's see, little cayenne, little bit there. Even though I have garlic in there, I'm going to put a little extra garlic powder and even a little ground ginger just to kind of amp up the flavors. What else? I have this vegan chickenless seasoning salt. I'm going to put a little of that on there too. You notice I haven't put any salt or real salt on there yet. I might or might not. I'm going to put some rice vinegar on that. Actually, not yet. I still want to get a little bit of more of a char on the vegetables and tofu. And if I put liquids in there, that will prevent the char. So, look, I'm getting a nice little char on the tofu. Can you see that? So we're doing good. So I'm going to try to use more vinegar and less soy sauce, or maybe even squeeze some lemon on there. And because I do have the broccoli, I will want to put some water in here shortly, but not yet. I still want to get a little color on the mushrooms and the tofu and the onions. So we'll let that cook a little bit. I do have like a Chinese 5-spice. Let's see. Now this is really, really good if you like Asian food. And Chinese 5-spice, cinnamon, star anise, fennel, ginger, cloves, white pepper, and licorice root. So good. I think, let's see. I think if you have had hoisin sauce, you'll recognize the flavor. I mean, you'll recognize it for sure because a lot of Asian Chinese food will have it in there. But hoisin sauce definitely has it as far as I know. So this is on a high heat. Things are starting to soften and brown a little. I think I'm going to go for adding a little bit of the vinegar. And a little bit of the soy sauce. Maybe, this is a reduced sodium soy sauce. And I'm going to add, maybe that's like a tablespoon and maybe a little more, a tablespoon and a half. And now I'm going to put a little bit of water just to help that broccoli steam a little bit. Looks good. And the vegetables are all softening now. Let's taste something. Taste a piece of broccoli. Tot, where are you, broccoli? Okay. Let's see. What do I need? It's okay. I'm going to add more water. Start to make a little bit of a sauce. A little bit more soy sauce. And what I think I'm going to do is add a little thickener. Okay. So I have some tapioca flour that I'm going to add in with this water. I'm going to put in like a tablespoon and a half of tapioca flour. And I also just found this coconut milk powder. I'm considering putting it in there. It will add some fat. 3 tablespoons has 15 grams of fat. I'm putting about 1 tablespoon. That would be 5 grams of fat. So I'm just mixing this together. I'm going to mix it here so that when it gets in here, it won't get lumpy. So I want it to get it pretty smooth. There's a few lumps. Let's try to smooth that out. Okay, let me pour this in. I'm going to lower the heat a little and add some water. So this will make a little bit of a thick sauce. A little bit of coconut flavor in there. Nice. Tapioca can get a little more gummy, so you have to have enough water. That's why I keep adding more water. Alright guys, there you go. Little Asian inspired dish. Need more water. I'm lowering the heat. Smells delicious.